Hello and welcome back to Factorio, where we are fixing our network's problems a little bit. Just as I see this little energy pole here, I feel like it's kind of unnecessary to have these two here, so maybe I'll just quickly remove them. But yeah, what are we gonna do today? I already thought about it a bit, and I will be returning back to Völklingen because we have some business to be doing there. We already fixed up the supply to it, but I think we are still needing to increase production there a little bit. Because probably, I would say, one of the biggest resources that we need is steel and iron. Yeah, those two are the most important resources that... Wow, I'm really bad at driving again. Those two are the most important resources. So when we look at our Völklingen factory here, so we have the smelting array here, or 4 of them, and we have one supply line that kind of tries to supply all of them, and more or less it actually feels like it's working to supply all of the things, more or less. At least it looks like it, right? Like everything is smelting. And then they go down here and trying to load the different trains. But you can see that this is definitely lacking a little bit in actual throughput. Yeah, this train comes in here and gets like a small pittance of what it actually needs. So we really need to increase production here. And I mean, increase production tremendously. And I mean like copy pasting the solar array, if you haven't guessed what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's my goal. So can I just copy paste the whole thing? Probably yes. If I just copy paste it like this. And then... Can you mirror something here? Is it possible? I think I did before. Like, how do we... You know, sometimes when you know in your head, like the button for R. Yeah, R is the button for rotation. Like in your head you kind of know how to do something if you did it intuitively, but as soon as you try to think about how you're doing it, you're kind of blanking and you don't really remember it. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking to place it over here and then just kind of figure out like how to route stuff from there. That's gotta be the goal. So we're firstly gonna mark some stuff here for destruction, and then we're gonna place that stuff down, and that's gonna be Völklingen 2. And that's gonna be great. And we're gonna run out of resources almost immediately. For sure. So, yeah, can you just more resources here, please, buddy? Alright. So, next up will be to take up this and do another unloading station just on the opposite side. Yes. That's the craziness of this plan. And probably we will want to have some of those as well. Right. Alright, so... we need. Probably need some more stuff here. Inserters, lamps, everything is more or less there. Power somehow. Got connection to power. Okay, up here. Yeah, the actual units here. We need more advanced units. Add more advanced circuits. Seems like. But we firstly like a lot of belts needed, I guess. Yeah, the robots are definitely crazy busy. And yeah, I think the solar panels will run out here in a second. Yeah, we're already unloading in both directions now. That's great. So how will this be hooked up? So the entryway is this right one. So we have to unhook, we have to enter stuff down here, and this is the output lane. Right. So do we probably want to also build like a second loading station on at least this maybe? Interesting. Okay. I think soon we are gonna be out of belts once the current production is done. And then I will want to go up to the main base to get some red circuits. Hopefully there will be some available. Alright, looks like everybody is back into it. Well, we parked our car way up here. Let's quickly cross the railroad tracks without getting run over, ideally. And then let's get to, I still say the main base, but really it's nowadays it's mostly the kind of science production area. I think it's even sometimes called the science lab in some station names. But if you followed this series, you probably know what I mean with the main base. It's this area up here where we started on the map, and we still come here eventually sometimes to just get some resource, because a lot of like production is done here, and I see some stuff that I want. Oh my god, nice jackpot. See, that's why you have trash everywhere. Because you just what you know, yesterday's trash is like today's treasure. That's my thinking. I mean, here's also the fluid wagons. Like many episodes ago, I wondered, like when we first time used it, I accidentally crafted them like in the second episode or something. I don't know. But today it would be a treasure. Great. So we want stuff from down here. Yes. That stuff, and probably a little bit of this stuff if we can get some. And red ones, actually. We urgently need red ones. And let's hope that there's a little bit left over. There's no production left over here. Ooh, this is bad. Are we actually producing red ones somewhere else? Is this the only production of red circuits? Because that's terrible if it is. We're doing red circuits up here. Thank God. Okay, so this is just a local production. Here is also a spaceship, you know, it's when it crashed, we just left it here. We never destroyed it. Okay. And we're still using some of the old smelters that are running on coal, just, you know, because we never were in the mood to upgrade them. They're not very efficient, but so be it. We'll just keep them around. And yes, I'm out. Can I get through here? Yes. Okay. So carefully navigating around. And here we are. Red science base. Not red science, red circuit base, of course. You're here stuck for an awfully long time. I guess you're waiting for loading, and I will just steal most of your cargo because I want it for myself. Sorry, buddy. And let's get back to Völklingen. Yeah, I cannot craft more stuff soon because our inventory is filled to the brink with all sorts of stuff. Most of it are useful stuff. Okay, that train got a little dent in it before it drove away. Let's see if we can catch up with it. It's still up down there. Yes, I see it. Come on. It's on pursuit. The robot gave up, right? I don't remember what train it was, like what the cargo was. I could have maybe followed it to the station. That's okay though. Eventually, we'll find it again. So let's get down here to Völklingen and Völklingen 2, which is here under construction. And yes, the robots are swarming out to fill this stuff up. Very good. Well, we have 3 entryways. I guess the idea here is to connect all 3 up at the same time, not to merge them. Crazy. This is a crazy setup. Okay, okay. We're up for the challenge. So this is the entries. So then let's go. One. Two. Don't let the car run away. Okay, things are happening. Yes, things are happening, things are smelting. Very, very good. Okay, so what is this output? So why is it like this? So one of them goes to the top, and the bottom 3, they're joining into these 3. The idea is that this one goes to the steel, I guess, here, right? Kind of, but the other one also kind of goes to the steel, so it's a little bit convoluted. I suppose we will more or less keep with that scheme. Why not? So, I guess so. So we'll have another loading station over here. Oh, that's not what I intended. Loading. Yes. Can we fit it? It should fit, yeah. And we also want to have like some of those stack inserters if we have resources for them over. Yeah. Major, at least. We want to place some stack inserters. And it looks like we need a few lamps as well. Okay. Yeah, the loading here is not that crazy efficiently made, I guess. It's just very basic. So, yeah, we have 2 ways that lead in, and 1 way leads out and goes also to the steel. It's such an interesting setup. And by interesting, I mean spaghetti. Total spaghetti. Sure, buddy. Let's figure out a way to get that stuff over there. So we will go ahead like this, and then like this. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, like so. With 3, we have to make some decision, I guess, whether we want to do it the same as we do it over there, to just balance it and then put it into the steel. I kind of want to do this one also down, I guess. Why not? And have every 4 bundle down there. I think it's more sensible. So let's see. That one goes here, down, like this. Well, kind of not really very nice, right? Those 3 are getting kind of like already split out in those ways. Yeah, I guess it's better to go over here and make that a new line over this way. Although, maybe then, if we're doing that, we want to do it like this. That we do this one underground. Probably. Okay, so can you just remove those ones? And then where's our fourth line? Okay, that's the fourth line. Okay, I mistook. So that'll be those ones over there, this one there, and then these two here. Okay, car is getting in the way. Ah! Don't! Crazy. Okay, so we'll do these two here. Okay, so 3 are already kind of updated here, so we will move that. This one also. Top one does not give us any resources yet because here is a connection missing. So it's like the robots need to get busy back here quickly. Okay, very good. And then these 2 lines we will move over to the production of steel. Oh, that means kind of like detangling this mess. So how does that even work? We have 1 entry here, 1 entry here, and it gets split into like, yeah, each of them supplies 2 furnace lines. So the top furnace lines are supplied by the top one, and this 3rd line here, it supplies the bottom 2. Yeah, so I guess they basically, we want to input them here 1 and over here 1. That's kind of the goal, I guess. I mean, that would be useful at least, let's say. So let's make it like that, I guess. So those 2 are kind of the needs where it should go into. That should work. Like this. Okay. Then can I get over here quickly? Cool. Alright, finally. So then the only thing needed is balancing. So I don't know how to balance 4 of them in the best way. I guess it's kind of like, first you balance 2, then you balance them, and then you balance the ones afterwards again. That's kind of should balance everything out. And then that will supply stuff all the way up here. Probably. Yeah, that should give us a nice boost here. Probably we are already at capacity of smelting because like you can see that every furnace is kind of working, but we're really gonna push stuff in here a bit. Yeah, the belts are really getting filled. That's what we would like to see. And that will make things really happen. That also means we have surplus left over in a second. So I see like on the map we have some construction signs, so that's the lamps that need to be still constructed. And we also probably want to upgrade to the bulk inserters. Yeah. So let's do a little bit of changes here. Is there anything else we need to do here? This works well. So yeah, we definitely working of course through the supplies much faster now at double the speed, obviously. And some stuff is already undersupplied back here, so yeah, that means the... what does it mean? That the extraction speed on this side is too slow because the left side receives much more than the right side? Could be. So let's try to equal that out by placing the stack inserters, or actually they are the wrong way placed. They should be this way, obviously, otherwise we're loading the train. Like that. And yeah, this train is not fully filled. Where is it coming from? Iron 2. So Iron 2... Are you telling me Iron 2 is not managing to fill the boxes yet completely? It could definitely be more, right? But it's not too bad. Maybe there also needs to be stack inserters. I think we need stack inserters basically everywhere to reach good capacities. And with capacities I mean speeds. The train, we also want to add inserters, faster ones. Yeah, we need to craft more stuff. So there's also remnants here from like an old coal loading station. That's how we used to load the coal in the old days, before we had like dedicated stations for it. And yeah, look at this belt here, it's beauty, it's a beauty. Full belts here. Of course, the box is already empty, so that's not so nice. How much does fit in the one train? Like quite a lot, right? Quite a lot. These boxes are still empty. Alright, in just a bit, I will just cancel a bit of those things, because I want to place some lamps quickly here, and then we're off to the races. So what I would like to do is probably go up to the main base again and get like a bunch of, what do you call them, gears, because they are producing gears up there, and we need the gears to craft the stack inserters, and the bottleneck is how we have to craft so many of those gears, and it's kind of annoying. So let's do that. But yeah, we definitely need a good amount of stack inserters for future projects. Thinking maybe to set up a small production. We're not even doing fast inserters automatically anywhere. I think even just like normal inserters is like slow capacity production in the main base. Oh, seriously, don't even need this. It's completely unnecessary. Okay, gears. So we have belts of gears here, you can see. Okay. So, we'll just stand here, grab ourselves the gears that we need, and then we can start slowly crafting stuff here. Yes, automating them is a bit more work than I want to invest. Okay, our gears are running low, that's fine. Okay, I think that's enough for now. What else we need? We have enough other stuff, I guess. Let's still get a few more inserters, just because we need them for making the fast inserters afterwards, so let's do that. Okay. So that's gonna be that, and we're gonna go to the Iron 2 outpost to make some stack inserters up in there. And and check up whatever else might be needed there to do. And then the next thing, what is the next thing? Probably to add more resources, to be honest, because we probably need more iron ore, just in general. I think the one train per iron outpost is probably enough. I don't think we can add like a second train to any of them, because we're just limited by the amount of how much we can extract from the ground here. It's just not possible to get more out here. So yeah, the speed of loading the train is probably one limiting factor to some degree. So with that assumption, we will replace the things here. Are they in any way backlogged? Probably yes. There are like several of the miners that are backlogged, so theoretically we could put faster belts and then fast inserters, and that would buy us a bit of time, or how do you call it, like more, yeah, it would make the loading faster, that's what I mean. This is much better, I guess, but they are also not at all filled enough for this to be the bottleneck. Okay, let's say that's gonna be it for now. I think it could be better, but we're gonna be at this point happy with that. And we're gonna go ahead and go back to Völklingen to complete having a few more bulk inserters there. And then we're gonna check in on how things are running here. So, bulk inserters, where are we missing them? Here. That there's much to bulk insert, truth be told. Okay, so what's the bottleneck here? It's probably the supply. We can already see it's running low. Otherwise, yeah, it's the supply. And up here, yeah, it's definitely the supply. Like, we don't need to investigate it much further. The supply of the iron ore is needed, and then hopefully we can load those trains much more full. That would be the idea. Right now we're just barely producing enough, more or less. So we'll have to think about the next supply, and is there like some bottleneck down here where trains are stuck? I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah. Because it wants to go to the green circuit pickup, but this is the circuit train that's waiting on this one. Interesting. So if I tell this one to go... Okay. That's not so good, because it blocks the other trains here quite a lot. Okay. Alright, then as the last act of fixing, I'll just go up there and repair that. By laying a bit of track, I suppose, will be the fix. Okay, let's see how we can get through here actually. Suppose we have to take a little bit of a longer way around here. Carefully looking around the minimap for any oncoming trains. Two iron plates, nice, nice. Okay, and it was waiting here basically, which is sensible because this is a single track line. So there's no loading bay or anything, or any waiting bay. So let me just think about that for half a second. I guess we'll double track it all the way down there. I think that's probably not too much of a problem. Ugh. Why did I think it would not be a problem? It always is a problem with this nonsense system that we have introduced here. It always is a freaking problem, isn't it? Even when you think it's not a problem, it's a big problem. Okay, that's not ideal, let's say. That's also not ideal. 2, that, 2 there. Moving that stuff. Coming in like somewhere. Here. No. That. This. That, and restoring the power hopefully, yes, and restoring the connection here. Not good. So signals, entry signals. Some random path signals here in the middle. For reasons. And then we can proceed from there to go down there. Alright, that's not ideal, I would say, but it's okay. We'll just do that stuff as well. Okay, until about here, yeah, kind of. Yeah, maybe this can stay. Because we would kind of try to kind of come out here, like that, more or less. It's always these electricity poles that are in the way. That's okay though. Replace it again. Okay, and then you would kind of do something like that. Okay, that worked out. Now just to clean it up a bit, and then you can come down here. Go. And then just signals here and for entry here and there. There. Here. And there, but the one signal here should be a chain signal. We'll place one here to disrupt that, and that should be good. Let's move the car. That's right? That's it? I think so. Let's just double check, but that should work. Yeah, I can wait here. I mean, it kind of blocks when multiple trains are here, so there could be a bottleneck where the two trains that are picking up from this station are blocking any deliveries to be made, which would then block, obviously, progress on further things. So maybe it's not perfect. If we wanted to, we could just kind of come out here and have like a second bay. I mean, this would only temporarily help, because basically it would only help insofar as there would only be 2 green trains. So if there's more than 2, then it would not help anymore, because then obviously the trains would then not correctly. Yeah, we'd have to remove some intermediary signals here, like that, I guess. And then have one here, probably. Well, we could use those chain signals. Here's a thing, I don't know. Probably would have to do that. And then we can do this, and then, well, we can put that a little bit forward. It's at least something. Yeah, now we can see that this train is waiting to go in, as this train is now leaving. So this train can stick here around, while this train is still stuck in the station. So the delivery train will not be blocked, it can still enter the station. And that's the idea, at least. Because they do stay here quite a long time for loading, it seems. Maybe even too long. Well, technically it would not have blocked anyway, because after the time elapsed it would have left the station. So maybe this whole point was a bit moot, but let's keep it at that. So, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.